we are very excited to be in the kitchen with our next guest. You may know her from her Instagram account, Brocc Your Body, but now Carissa Stanton is out with her first cookbook. It is called Seriously So Good. Carissa has an event tonight in Seattle at Town Hall, but first she's in our kitchen with us cooking this morning. Carissa, welcome to New Day.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited.
We are thrilled to have you here, big fans, all of us. What are we making today?
So we are making 2 fantastic recipes from my new cookbook. First, we have a turmeric ginger grain bowl with a lemon tahini sauce.
Ooh, okay.
And then on the other side of the coin, we have a pan-fried brie with pistachios and rosemary hot honey.
Okay, so maybe that's a little bit of a cheat right there?
Yes, so I love that we're doing these 2 recipes because I feel like my life is very balanced. Sometimes I'm eating very healthy, and then sometimes I'm having friends over, I'm eating cheese and drinking wine and doing all the things, so I thought that this would be really fun to show the 2 recipes.
Well, with all things on this show, I love the authenticity and the honesty with how we really live our lives, so I am excited to try it. So how do we get started? How do we make the grain bowl?
So we have kind of everything set up a little bit here, but we roasted our broccoli, bell pepper, red onion, and some chickpeas in this seasoning blend, which is garlic powder, we have some ground ginger, we have some turmeric.
So you already pre-roasted everything in there?
Yes. Okay. And then we put it on top of some quinoa, and then we are going to make our lemon tahini sauce.
Okay.
And we're gonna start off with some tahini, which is basically just ground sesame seeds.
Okay.
So we are going to.
And you can buy that already made, by the way. You don't have to ground your own sesame seeds. We're not making you do that today.
We are not doing that here. Okay. No, the recipes in my book are very, very simple, quick, and easy. So
that's key for me, and for anyone who sometimes that's the barrier to eating healthy. I feel like is that you just don't have time, and then you end up choosing the wrong thing, and then there you have it. There goes the diet. Okay.
So this is a little bit of maple syrup. It's going to make it a little bit sweet.
Okay.
So the book has been out for not even a week yet, and I've gotten so many messages about
the
sauce recipe. Everyone's obsessed with it.
Okay.
So it's a really good one. Then we have some garlic and some lemon juice. I'm going to add that in. And then you can give it a nice little whisk.
Is there any reason you put the garlic and lemon juice together, or was that just like for our purposes
today? For sake of not having enough little bowls.
That's fine. I didn't know if there was a reason, but I like it. Okay, perfect. Okay.
So if it's a little too thick, we can add in a little bit of warm water, which I have right here. But
what do you
honestly,
think?
I'm gonna add like
maybe a little bit.
Tiny splash.
I feel like it's sticking on the bottom a little.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Oh yeah. Oh gosh, that smells so.
I know. Doesn't that smell good?
Oh, it smells good.
So we have some avocado and some feta cheese that we put on top as well.
All right.
And then you can just drizzle a little bit of that sauce on, or all of the sauce, whatever you like.
I like a lot of sauce.
Yeah, I like a lot of sauce too. I'm a big
Especially
sauce
because
girl.
I feel like this is a good healthy sauce that is okay to have a little fun with.
And all of the vegetables and the chickpeas are roasted on a sheet pan. You're not dirtying a bunch of dishes.
Oh,
really
see?
quick.
You're speaking to all my things.
Yes, this is the way I like to cook. I don't have a whole lot of time. So yeah, you can go ahead and give it a nice little taste.
Just jumping on in. Is that all right?
Love it.
You mind?
No,
I'm
go
just gonna
for it.
Get over here. All right.
Good, right?
That sauce is insanity.
It's so good. And it's super healthy for you. This is like what I'm going to be eating when I get back home from all of this travel.
This
is
book
like
tour?
exactly what I crave.
Well, that's good, because I know when you're on, when you're on vacation and you're doing things and you are like working.
Yeah.
It's hard to eat healthy.
I know.
All right, I'm gonna have one more bite because this is really good. Can you tell us about this?
Dig on in.
Right.
I am going to move on to this pan-fried brie recipe, which is so delicious. I will make this when I'm having friends over for a little appetizer. It always gets devoured.
Okay.
So basically, we coated the brie in some egg wash, and then I pulsed some pistachios and mixed it in with some panko breadcrumbs.
Okay.
Which sounds kind of fancy, but it's really incredibly simple.
That's delicious, and you're right, it is very simple.
Yeah, so you pan fry it, and then we have this beautiful golden brown crispy brie, and then I made some homemade rosemary hot honey, which is literally just honey, some chili flakes, and some rosemary.
Do you have to like heat it or emulsify? Do you have to do anything with that, or is it just you can just throw it all in together?
You can just throw it all together. The honey is going to be easier to work with when it's warm, so you can pop it in the microwave if you want. But we're just going to drizzle this on the brie, and I'm super generous with this because I really think it just totally makes it. So we're going to drizzle that on.
Did you put this on your InstaWebs in the Instagram channel?
This recipe?
Yeah.
No, this is just exclusive to the cookbook.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you got to get the cookbook.
We're fancy. And watch New Day Northwest, obviously.
Exactly. So
All right.
We can add in our little crostinis.
And you just kind of put that around.
You can just arrange these, make it look nice and pretty. And then I also like to get like a little bit of a smaller bowl. I like to put the honey in there because people are always like just drizzling it on.
I am the same.
Yes.
So you leave the honey bowl nearby.
I like to leave the honey bowl nearby.
That's
yes.
smart.
This is also really good on pizza. If you wanted to like have another little use for it, I think it's delicious.
I'm dropping stuff. I'm so excited. I have to ask because I think what you do every day is incredible. How many Instagram followers do you have now? Not that I expect you to know the exact number, but
I'm at like 630, I think, right? 630,000.
Yeah, not 600, 630,000. And I have to give you credit because I think that so many of us are scrolling Instagram all the time and just seeing all these things, and you think, oh, it's so simple. But I know it's not. Behind the scenes, it's a full-time job. Can you just kind of walk us through what it's like? Like, say you were going to make this honey, the pan-fried brie. Tell us like what thought goes into like making one of these posts. Now I'm going to eat this.
So I honestly have a ton of recipes just in my notes app, and I'll write them down when I have these like crazy ideas, whether I'm like falling asleep or whatever it might be. I write them. Yeah, I write them all down, and then I will just play around in the kitchen, and most of the time I'm lucky, but sometimes it's just like a total fail, and I usually share that on social media too. When I try and make something and it doesn't work out, I'm like, this turned out completely terrible.
Yeah.
It's not always a win,
Yeah.
so I like to be very real and honest, but yeah, I think that there's definitely a lot that isn't shown. Sometimes I'll come up with a great recipe and it looks terrible on camera, and I'm like, I can't post this, no one's gonna wanna make
And this is what I do appreciate about the good social media influencers, the ones that know that they're doing, is because you do have to, like, not only are you cooking, not only are you making making yourself look presentable, but you're also having to learn how to film all the things. So I do really appreciate everything you do in that sense. And it is a full-time job. Before I let you go, what other recipes can people find? And seriously, so good.
So there is a ton of really quick, easy weeknight dinners. There's always, there's an appetizer section, there's a dessert chapter, and there's some amazing cocktails as well, but mostly dinner recipes. They're very balanced, simple, quick, and easy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming down.
Thanks
Thank you for showing
having
this. Thank you for making my lunch today.
Yes, you're so welcome.
And if you would like to have Carissa's grain bowl for lunch today, we've got the recipe on our website, or you can just text the word recipe to 206-448-4545. We'll send a link straight to your phone. And just a reminder, you can catch Carissa tonight at her town hall event at 7:30. There are still tickets available at the town hall's website.